Hi, I'm Joel Gleason and I'm 23 years old. I live in Palmyra, New York. I'm with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I want to be an officer because I'd like to make a positive impact in my community, as well as I like the idea that the job's different every day. My favorite part of the academy this far has been EVOC and range. Some goals I have is to become very good at VTL and traffic stops, as well as become an EVOC instructor someday.
Hi, my name is Eric Perryman Jr. I'm from Canandaigua. I'm in the police academy for Canandaigua Police Department. Why I want to become a cop is because I want to get more into DWIs and get drunks off the road. Favorite part of the academy would be RBT, which is reality-based training, and EVOC, and that is driving. One of my goals I have is I want to get onto the bike patrol with the city.
Hi, my name is Francesca Clements. I'm 22 years old. I live in Geneva. I'll be working for Geneva Police Department. I want to become a cop to help the people in need and to keep the streets safe. Favorite part of the academy will have to be either EVOC or SFSTs. Goals is probably to become a detective.
My name is Haley Forty. I'm 24 years old. I live in Waterloo, New York. I work for Seneca County Sheriff's Office. I want to be an officer to be involved with the community, and my favorite part of the academy was EVOC for sure.
Hey, I'm James Green. I think I'm 32 years old. Live in Yates County, New York, and I'm working for Yates County, New York. Love the job. I think it's the best job in the world. And my favorite part of the academy was EVOC. EVOC was great.
All right. My name is John Molisani. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Sodus, New York. I'm with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I kind of always just wanted to be a cop since I was little. And my favorite part about the academy so far has been probably EVOC, and then some goals I have. I just kind of want to see where this career takes me.
I'm Matt Bean, 20 years old. I live in Livonia, New York. I'm going through the academy for Livingston County. The reason I want to become a police officer was to follow in my dad's footsteps and make my family proud. My favorite part of the academy was probably alert training. That was a fun teamwork, team building exercise. And my goals are to hopefully become a sergeant on road patrol.
My name is Bradley Adicott. I'm 21 years old. I'm with Seneca County Sheriff's Office. I'm from Trumansburg, New York. I wanted to be a police officer to help people. My favorite part of the academy was probably EVOC and just hanging out with the people in this academy. And my goals is to eventually be a K-9 or something along those lines.
Hi, my name is Austin Dyka. I am 25. I grew up in Springville, New York. My agency is Batavia, City of Batavia. Why I'm becoming an officer, I want to give back to the community and be able to help people. Favorite things about the academy was range and EVOC. And some of my goals is to do every training that I imagine we possibly can.
I am Melissa Cornelius with Livingston County Sheriff's Office. I am 23 years old. I live in Avon, New York, but I grew up in Mount Morris. I want to be an officer because of life experience and to hopefully aid in changing the stigma around police officers in my community. My favorite part of the academy was probably EVOC, and my future goals is to be an investigator.
My name is Brandon Vanacore. I'm 20 years old. I live in Ontario County, work for the Geneva Police Department. I wanted to be a police officer to help people, and a bunch of my family members were in law enforcement, so I kind of want to continue the legacy. Favorite part of the academy is probably EVOC. That was pretty fun, and I don't really have many goals in the law enforcement. I kind of just want to get involved in the community, help people as much as I can, and just be a presence.
My name is Dylan Uffles. I am with the Newark Police Department. I'm 26 years old. I also live in Newark. I wanted to be a police officer to help others and get drugs off the street. My favorite part of the academy was EVOC, and my goals are to be a detective one day.
My name is Dylan Myers with the Batavia Police Department. I'd like to be a police officer because my father was in the Sheriff's Office in Genesee County for 30 years, as well as I'd like to help people. Some of my goals are to become a K-9 officer, really just use the job and see wherever I go with it.
Hi, my name is Brandon Grace. I live in Penn Yan, New York, and I work for Penn Yan Village Police Department. I became a police officer because I like to help people, and someday hopefully I'll be my brother's boss. My favorite part of the academy was EVOC. Got to drive fast cars, and That's what we like to do. Goals, I'd like to be an investigator someday. Hopefully try to get all the drugs off of the streets.
Hi, my name is Rachel Merica. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Chili, and I'm currently with the Webster Police Department. I want to be an officer because I want to help my community, and every day is different, so that excites me. Favorite part of the academy would be firearms, and in my future, I hope to be a crime scene technician and community engagement.
Recruit Officer Chris Stobie, 36 years old. I live in Clifton Springs, New York. Agency FLCC Campus Police. I wanted to be a police officer because I have family in law enforcement, and I want to set a good example for my children and my wife and serve and protect my community. And favorite part of the academy so far has been firearms and defensive tactics.
I'm Joshua Ike. I'm 21 years old, and I work for Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I'm from Red Creek originally, and I originally wanted to be a police officer just to give back to my community, especially the one that I grew up in and gave so much to me. And my favorite part of the academy so far is definitely range.
Walker Major, age 25. I'm from Linwood, New York, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. I want to be an officer because it's something new every day, and I want to help people. And favorite part of the academy was DT and PT.
Hi, my name is Nick Cafaro with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I currently live in the town of Ontario in Wayne County. I want to be a police officer because I've always had the need to help people. I eventually want to become an investigator someday. That's my ultimate goal. And the best part of the academy so far has definitely been EVOC, and I have set a new goal for myself to be an EVOC instructor.
Pat Bruton, I'm 32 years old. I'm with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. I live in Ontario, New York. I've always wanted to be a police officer. My mom was in the state police for the majority of her life, her career as a dispatcher. I've always been surrounded by police. One of my favorite parts of the academy was either EVOC or gun range. And my goals are potentially teaching at the academy.
My name's Ken Drazik, 25 years old, from York, New York. I'm with the Livingston County Sheriff's Office. I've always wanted to be a police officer, and I think the best part of the academy was our EVOC part.
Hi, my name is Leah Vaughn. I'm 21 years old. I live in Walworth, New York currently, and I am with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to be an officer because I had a lot of family in law enforcement, and my biggest inspiration was my father, which he just retired from Wayne County, which is nice. My favorite part of the academy is definitely RBT. I felt very confident. It was just really fun to get that experience being put in those scenarios. And then the goals I have is to be either part of the K-9 unit or the dive team. Those two really sparked my interest.
My name is Shayna Sexton. I'm with FLCC Campus Police, and I'm from the Monroe County area. The reason I wanted to become a police officer was to give back and help those in need. My favorite part of the academy has been the training. It's been very intense, and it's preparing us for any adversity that we are going to face in the field. We've had early mornings, late nights, and it's mentally and physically getting us ready for anything that we're going to encounter. One of my main goals is to become an investigator and possibly come back to the academy and be a PT instructor.
I'm Emma Bongren from Avon with Livingston County Sheriff's Office. I want to be an officer to help people. Favorite part of the academy was range, and goals would be to become a detective.
Austin Evanzato, Ontario County Sheriff's Office. I want to be a police officer to help people who cannot help themselves. My favorite part of the academy so far is probably alert. And the goals I have is just to become the best deputy I can, move up the ranks, and protect and serve the community.
This time I'd ask everyone to stand or remain standing as the class enters. After recruits have arrived on stage, please remain standing for the national anthem and invocation. Chief Reed. This time, and we appreciate that. At this time, I'll ask Deputy Lipker to come forward, please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'll ask Reverend Cotter to come on stage.
Here in the auditorium, there are many mentors and many trainees. The same is true in my profession. The scriptures record that the Apostle Paul instructed the young pastoral student Timothy as his first responsibility. It says, first of all, I urge that entreaties and prayers, petitions and thanksgivings be made on behalf of all people, especially for kings and all who are in authority, so that we may live a tranquil and quiet life in all godliness and dignity. Shall we pray? Dear Creator of all magnificent things and all good things, I acknowledge you, and I thank you for my life and for the lives of those who are in attendance here tonight. Be with each one here and be close to their thoughts and prayers. Gracious God, who calls us to harmony and peace, I come to you this evening specifically to mention the men and women who have successfully completed their initial training to serve as police officers. I thank you for them. I pray for all of our seasoned Finger Lakes area law officers as they continue to train and guide these fine people, and I thank you for them too. Let not the stress of their job overwhelm them. Bless and lead each law enforcement family as well. They are truly behind-the-scene enablers who make their loved ones' service possible. Perhaps there are some here tonight, Lord, who have hidden fear about the well-being of their loved one as he or she enters into service to protect our community. So I lift the recruits up to you as they begin their serving, and I pray that you would protect them from all harm throughout their entire lives. So God, I thank you for all, invoke your blessing, and commit the remainder of the service to you. Amen.
Before we go on, I want to thank Deputy Lipker, Seneca County Sheriff's Office. She's class of 2023. This is the third year that she's sang the national anthem for us, and thank you, Sheriff Thompson, for allowing her to join us for this occasion. I also want to thank Reverend Cotter for coming. He's a chaplain for Ontario County Sheriff's Office. He comes every year to help us with this, so we appreciate that. I also want to thank Chief Deputy Reed from Seneca County. He's our lead drill instructor. He has been there since day one, working with everybody here for discipline, formation, marching, and everything else, and he's been very involved with helping getting them ready for graduation. So I want to extend that thank you to them. Our honorary class captain is Michael Richlicki from Ontario County. Throughout the academy, there was a different captain every few weeks. The class actually voted him. He got the most votes to be our honorary captain for this graduation. So I appreciate you and everything you've done throughout the academy. I want to acknowledge all the sheriffs, chiefs, and every other representative from the law enforcement agencies that have come to show their support. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to put this academy on. You always make sure that we have instructors here to give the best instruction that we can. I know at times it's very tough with staffing shortages and everything else, but you always make sure that we have the best people here to do the job that we need to do. Any instructors and field training officers that are here and those that aren't, I just want to thank you as well. I know it's not an easy task to come in, sometimes days off, or maybe after you worked a long shift. You always come in, you are well prepared, and you do everything you can to give them the best knowledge they have. I just want to thank everybody else's family and friends again. These 28 men and women have worked really hard. They've been here for over 1,000 hours. They started on March 10th when they got here. Many of them were very scared, didn't know what to do, what to think. I think a few of them were thinking about running out the door as one of our drill instructors was yelling orders of where to go, and they had no idea what they were doing. They've all grown and matured a lot. It's been great to see them go through this. The training has included academics, skills training, and field training. Penal law, vehicle traffic law, emergency medical services, field sobriety training. They've been certified in radar and LiDAR for speed enforcement. They've done physical training, defensive tactics, and firearms. All these topics, plus many more, helped prepare them to take part in reality-based and active shooter training, as well as Crimes in Progress. Crimes in Progress is the last few days of our academy where they use everything they've learned and they go to actual scenarios. They have to work through it on their own, sometimes with a partner, and they have to come to these conclusions they're going to have on FTO. It's a good way to help get them ready for what they're going to see starting their careers. They all fought bravely through and continued forward to get to the point that they can sit on stage and graduate tonight, and they've accomplished a huge task. You all know the meaning of honor, courage, and integrity. Remember that as you move forward. You started the first day as an individual, but you've become a team, and you should all be very proud of that. When you leave here tonight, you'll be certified as law enforcement officers. Always remember the things that you've learned. Be professional in your life. Always be respectful to those you come in contact with. Take care of yourselves and your families. Never forget each other. I thank all of you for your hard work and look forward to seeing you grow throughout your careers. We had a vote to select several class representatives from this recruit class to speak tonight. So with that, I will introduce the first one. Deputy Patrick Bruton from Wayne County. He's one of the first ones that was going to speak tonight.
Hello, I'm Deputy Bruton with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Bent my glasses, sorry. Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you all for attending the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. To my fellow classmates on stage, congratulations on reaching this important milestone in your journey. Your perseverance through these challenges, embracing new learning experiences, all while navigating the unknown is truly commendable. We extend our gratitude to our sheriffs, chiefs, lieutenants, sergeants, and field training officers for supporting us and providing the opportunities necessary to advance in our careers and personal growth. Special thanks to Director Kaiser and Chief Deputy Reed for their steadfast leadership and for always being available to offer guidance when needed. We are also deeply appreciative of our drill, PT, DT instructors, and every instructor whose expertise broadened our understanding and prepared us for the realities of law enforcement. Reflecting back to March, at the beginning of the academy, I remember reviewing our class schedule and noting this graduation date as a distant goal, set at the end of nearly 8 detailed pages front and back. At times, it seemed so far off, and I often wondered if it would be reached. However, looking back now, the months have passed swiftly, though, in some moments, the path was uncertain. I recall our first physical training session, entering the gym as our PT instructors awaited our formation. The rigorous exercises, including running, sprints, push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, and notably lunges up the CMAC hill, left a lasting impression both physically and mentally. Following these challenging sessions, we had the privilege of receiving instruction from our drill instructors in marching, posture, grooming, and uniform maintenance. Through constructive feedback, some further exercise, and some spirited conversation, our class made significant progress in discipline and professionalism. A particular phrase from one of our instructors, yoo-hoo, accompanied by the characteristic knife hand gesture, became a memorable motivator among our group. Over the subsequent weeks, we dedicated ourselves to studying various aspects of law, policy, procedure, and essential skills such as investigation, observation, community patrol, and crisis intervention. As we progressed, we discovered the importance of integrity, teamwork, and perseverance. The bonds formed among us have become a source of strength, and the support we offer each other helped us overcome obstacles that once seemed overwhelming and challenging. Our training encompassed much more than the basics of law enforcement. We immersed ourselves in the study of law, crisis intervention, community relations, and the ethical responsibilities that guide our profession. We learned to manage complex situations, communicate clearly and respectfully, and exercise sound judgment under pressure. Reality-based situations, practical scenarios, and crimes in progress gave us the opportunity to apply our knowledge and develop confidence in our abilities. We practiced de-escalation, conflict resolution, and compassionate responses, recognizing that each interaction with the public can have completely different significance and outcomes. This day would not have been possible without the dedication and expertise of our instructors, mentors, and employers. Their guidance and encouragement challenged us to grow, and their commitment to high standards has prepared us for the realities of police work. To our family and friends, your unwavering support has sustained us, and for that we are deeply grateful. You made difficult days easier to navigate by offering your support and lending a listening ear. We thank you for allowing us to lean on you during hard times, while also being able to share the excitement in the great days. As we step into the role as a law enforcement officer and deputy, we do so with a strong sense of duty and humility. We recognize the trust placed in us by our communities and pledge to serve with honor, integrity, and professionalism. We will strive to build positive relationships, uphold justice, and protect the rights and safety of all individuals. The work ahead will be challenging, and we must remain vigilant, adaptable, and compassionate. We will continue to seek new knowledge and embrace opportunities for improvement, knowing that our actions have lasting impacts. I know some of us will return to this academy in the future to offer our assistance and guidance by instructing and helping with scenarios. This experience showed us the importance of dedicated and passionate instructors, which I can sense that we have a few in this group. In closing, I am proud to stand alongside my fellow graduates as we begin our careers in law enforcement. Together, let us strive to embody the values instilled in us throughout our training, serve with distinction, and contribute to the well-being of our communities. It is important to emphasize the value of maintaining our connections as a group and reflecting on all that we have achieved together as a team. As we embark on our respective careers, it is easy to lose touch with one another amid new responsibilities and challenges. We began this journey as strangers and concluded it as a unified group, forming bonds that few outside our experience will fully appreciate. I am proud to be a part of the 2025 Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy graduating class and deeply honored to share this stage with you today. Thank you all.
Next coming to the stage, or to the mic, is Deputy Zach Lefebvre of Ontario County.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those who may not know who I am, my name is Zach Lefebvre, and I work for the Ontario County Sheriff's Office. First and foremost, I want to thank our families, friends, instructors, agencies, and everyone who has supported us through this journey. We wouldn't be standing here today without you. To our Academy Director, Director Kaiser, and your entire training staff, thank you for setting the standard high and never letting us settle for less than what we are capable of. You showed us what it truly means to wear this uniform with pride, professionalism, and purpose. Today marks the end of our time as recruits, but the beginning of our careers as law enforcement professionals. And that word professional means everything. It started on day one, but there was a certain day on the range that really stuck out to me. Sergeant Burnett opened up the back of his patrol vehicle, and "Be a Pro" was written in large letters across the back of his trunk. The following day, that became our motto for that day's range session. But little did we know it would be a motto that we can carry for the rest of our careers. At first it sounded simple: show up on time, wear the uniform right, follow the rules. But as the weeks went on, we realized that being a pro runs much deeper than appearance or routine. It's a mindset, it's a standard, and it's a promise to ourselves and everyone who surrounds us. Being a professional in this field means that we hold ourselves accountable always, not just when it's convenient for us. It means we train hard, think smarter, and act with integrity even when no one is watching. It means doing the right thing not because we were told to, but because it's who we are and that it's programmed into us. In this academy, we learn discipline to push through fatigue, the humility to accept corrections, and the resilience to keep going when things get tough. We learn how to communicate under pressure, how to make split-second decisions, and how that can save lives, and how to stay calm when chaos takes over. A perfect example of this was OC Day, being able to fight through the pain and still complete the task at hand. These lessons weren't just about tactics, but they were about character, and that all comes from the mind. To win in this profession doesn't mean chasing glory or recognition. To win means keeping your composure when the situation gets hard and what's important now in that time. It means earning trust from your community, your partners, and your command staff. It means representing the badge the right way every single day. Being a pro also means being selfless. It's understanding that this career isn't about you. It's about the people you serve and protect. It's about putting the needs of your community before your own comfort. It's about treating every person, no matter who they are, with dignity and respect. It's about being noble in your work. But professionalism isn't just an individual trait, it's a team effort. We learned here that no call is ever handled alone. Every success in this profession is built on trust, communication, and brotherhood or sisterhood. Being a pro means having your partner's back, covering their blind spot, and knowing that they'll do the same for you. It means checking on each other after a hard shift, speaking up when something's wrong, and never forgetting that we're stronger together than we'll ever be alone. And as professionals, we must never stop learning. The academy may be over, but our education has just begun. Laws will change, technology will advance, and the challenges we will face will evolve. But our duty to grow, adapt, and lead will always remain constant. Being a pro means staying teachable, staying disciplined, and never forgetting the basics that brought us here: safety, integrity, and service. To our instructors, thank you for pushing us beyond what we thought we were capable of. You challenged us, corrected us, and inspired us. You showed us that professionalism is built in the details: the way we stand, the way we speak, the way we act. You've prepared us not just to survive this career, but to succeed in it with honor. To our families, thank you for your patience, love, and unwavering support. You've stood by us through early mornings, long nights, and endless stories about training days. You've believed in us even when we're too tired to believe in ourselves. This accomplishment belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. And to my fellow graduates of the class of 2025, we've earned this. But remember, graduation isn't the finish line, it's just the starting line. From this day forward, being a pro isn't something we talk about, it's something that we will live. We will make mistakes, we will face challenges, and we will be tested in ways that we cannot yet imagine. But if we stay true to our values that we have learned here, we will win. So congratulations to the class of 2025. Stay safe, stay humble, and always remember, be a pro. Thank you.
Before we have our last representative come up to speak, Deputy Green from Yates County. We'll just talk about him and the class. I don't know if they like him anymore or still do, but during EVOC, was brought up by an instructor that we should do a prank. As him being a previous law enforcement officer in a different agency and didn't tell us until EVOC that he was an EVOC instructor, hiding that, we decided to make it so he would run stop signs constantly during one of the obstacles, and they were told by me that every stop sign would equal like 10 burpees or something like that, and then if they did other things, it would end up push-ups. So one of the people from his agency actually rode with him, was not in on a joke, and he just started running stop signs. So the class thought they were going to be doing a lot of extra PT work. We let them in on it like half an hour later, and they didn't speak to him for quite a while. So I don't know with that, when we made him do that, so I'm just giving that up front. I don't know if his speech involves going after me or not for payback. So I'm just hoping it's not, because I really didn't get a chance to read it, and I don't know if he switched it. But with that, Deputy Green, please come up.
Hello, I'm James Green with the Yates County Sheriff's Office. I actually thought I drew the short straw on giving this speech. I didn't realize it was a vote. So thanks to the class for that. Good evening, everyone, family, friends, instructors, distinguished guests, Director Kaiser, all emergency service heroes, and finally the recruits behind me. Let me just start by saying it's been a long road. We've been pepper sprayed, tased, pushed past our limits, and taught how to write reports. We've been yelled at, corrected again, and learned to run a mile and a half, all while questioning all our life choices that brought us here. But here we are, still standing. We all met on day one here at FLCC as strangers with a single common goal of becoming police officers. I'm sure most of us went home scared and uncertain of what was to come in the next 26 weeks. During the past 26 weeks, we were challenged nonstop. Mornings included rigorous physical activity, followed by afternoons of intense academic and technical instruction. Hours, days, and weeks flew by about as quickly as you'd imagine, as we crammed as much law, policy, defensive tactics, techniques as we could fit into our brains, knowing that another test of our skills was always just around the corner. Then came the day that every recruit was so excited for, pepper spray. Among the motivation, cheers, and encouragement of our teammates, we quickly learned getting pepper sprayed sucks. That's not all we learned. We learned that pain is just a trick that your mind plays on you, and we can all fight through it to accomplish the tasks that lie before us. As the weeks passed, our loose bonds quickly turned into friendships, and the individuals you see sitting behind me now were slowly formed into one motivated and cohesive unit. We became something more than recruits. We became a team, a family, a bunch of weird, slightly broken individuals bonded by the shared love of service and the fear of knowing what might happen if Investigator Colburn, one of our lead fitness instructors, had found out that we'd messed up again. Let's not forget the people who got us here, our families, and our friends. One of the topics more frequently brought up during our days in the classroom and when times got tough was what was our why? To make sure we knew why we were choosing this career. To every single one of you here today, sitting out in the audience, you are our why. You've put up with our 4 a.m. alarms, our grumbling, our smell after defensive tactics, and our constant rambling about penal law. You deserve medals, or at the very least, some earplugs. To the Director Kaiser and the drill instructors, and every one of our instructors, thank you. You have spent all of your time over the last 6 months preparing us, our recruits, to be able to face anything we might come across on the streets. I know that as a class, at times, we tested your patience to the limits, but you never gave up on us. You scared us, challenged us, and occasionally made us question our ability to walk and talk at the same time. But you also taught us what it means to wear a badge with honor, and we'll carry that with us on every single shift. To my fellow recruits, was my privilege to meet every single one of you. Remember, it's not a job, it's a calling, one that demands courage, compassion, and yes, an excellent sense of humor. Be safe, be humble, be kind, and more importantly, have fun. And if all else fails, remember the magic words, that's above my pay grade. Thank you.
Everyone here tonight has worked very hard and should be applauded for their efforts. There are some that we'd like to recognize for their exceptional achievements. The first word of the night is for defensive tactics. Also known as DT, they learned handcuffing, performing searches, and tactics to protect themselves and take combative subjects into custody. This year's recipient is Kevin O'Hagan of the Webster Police Department. Congratulations, Officer O'Hagan. Next award is for the top EMS for emergency medical services. Police officers are the first on the scene many times where people are injured and in need of immediate medical assistance. Officers have to help the injured while also conducting an investigation. The quick response of a law enforcement officer can be what saves a person's life. This year's recipient for top EMS is Christopher Stobie of the Finger Lakes Finger Lakes Community College Campus Police. For our physical fitness awards, Detective Sergeant Hares of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, one of our lead instructors is here, so I'll let him come up.
First of all, I got to thank Major and Sexton because they were the only two that said their favorite was PT or they wanted to be a PT instructor. I'm kind of surprised, and the rest of you, didn't enjoy the long runs, rolling around in the mud, your favorite exercise, the burpee, or the sound of my wind pants swishing back and forth as we ran together that forever will be a nightmare for you. As for the rest of you, I thank you too. You guys put in 100% effort every day. I pushed you past your limits, and you guys continue to push and push. And every single one of you succeeded. So in the physical training program, they're required to pass a 1.5 mile run, push-ups, and sit-ups as per the Cooper standards, which they all successfully completed. As part of the program, we get 2 top PT awards, one for the top female and one for the top male. This year, the highest grade for males is Brandon Vanacore of the Geneva Police Department. This makes 2 years in a row that Geneva took that award. And the highest grade for females is Officer Shayna Sexton of the FLCC Campus Police. If Sexton and Vanacore could please come forward to accept their awards.
Thank you, Staff Sergeant Harris. There are awards also that the other two do have backstage. Unfortunately, they're lead instructors for those who are unavailable. At this time, I'll ask Sergeant Unks from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office to come up regarding firearms.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. All right, so I had the distinct privilege to be the lead firearms instructor for this year's academy, my first year doing it. When Director Kaiser first came to me, we were actually at last year's academy, and he's like, so, who's running firearms next year? Like, I don't know, man, it sucks whoever that is, though, so have a good one. So a few months later, Director Kaiser calls me again, he goes, hey, I'm not asking, you're my lead firearms guy this year. Like, all right, cool. After my boss graciously approved it, that I could be at the academy, I embarked on the journey of being the lead firearms instructor. With that said, I absolutely could not have completed that task without my fellow instructors. So to the chiefs and sheriffs here, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because without your allowance of those other instructors to be there, this couldn't have happened. So thank all of you for that. To the recruits, soon-to-be graduates, deputies, officers, whatever we're calling you right now, I got you pretty fresh in the academy at firearms. Saw a lot of timidness, saw a lot of nervousness, saw a lot of unsure in your abilities. We worked hard for 2 weeks. You learned a ton of information. This is the first class through the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy that received the updated New York State qualifications in firearms. So not only were they getting new stuff, us as instructors were also teaching a new program. So their abilities, their willingness to work long, work hard, played out huge for all of us. And we had a very successful range. We had no persons needing remedial. Everybody passed on the first time through. So that was huge for us. So the skills involving firearms are crucial. Safety, situational awareness, and proficiency are all taught this year. We had several people get at least 100 in 3 qualifying rounds. Each qualifying round involves a recruit firing 50 rounds from varying distances. When I read the recipients' names, I will ask them to stand and be recognized at their seats. So when I read all your names, guys, please stay standing, and can we please hold our applause until I'm finished with all the names. All right, first, James Green. Second will be Eric Perryman, Zach Lefebvre, Nicholas Cafaro, Austin Dyka, Michael Ricklicky, Patrick Bruton, Shayna Sexton, Joel Gleason, Brandon Vanacore, Matthew Bean, and our final one, Austin Avanzato. Go ahead and have a seat, guys. All right, and then our award for Top Shot. I heard Director Kaiser already spoiled this, and it takes great pain away from me because the individual that won this Top Shot was one of the first people to come to me after qualifying and was like, did I win? Did I get it? I'm like, well, you're at least the 3rd best shooter here, so something to strive for. But the award for Top Shot is the highest average score for 3 qualifying rounds. This year's Top Shot is Austin Dyka from Batavia PD, shooting 3 100s for his qualifier. Austin, go ahead and come forward. Thank you all.
I thank Sheriff Milby for allowing Sergeant Unks to take on this task. They did change the curriculum, and it was a lot to ask. He's helped me out a lot, and he did a great job with it, as well as all of our instructors. As I mentioned before, not all the training involves running, shooting, being shot at, fighting, and driving. There's a large portion of the academy that is spent in the classroom. It's my honor to present the Academic Award, which is based on the overall top academic test scores. This means any of the tests they had does not include any PT, DT tests or anything like that. So this year's award, just please stand at your seat for this one. Nicholas Cafaro, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I'll ask Chief Nielsen from Canandaigua PD to come up. Chief Nielsen is the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy's chairman of the board. So for our next award, it's the highest overall award. It's presented to the student with the highest overall final score, including academics, physical fitness, defensive tactics, firearms, and proficiency training. This year we had two people that were in contention for the award, and it came down to, I would say, probably the last like 15 minutes when it was finally figured out and decided who was going to win. So at this time, I'll ask Nicholas Cafaro to come forward and accept this award from our chairman. Our last award tonight is the Galen Jeffrey Herron Memorial Award, recognizing the class valedictorian. This plaque hangs proudly in the Ontario County Emergency Management Office atrium. This award is given annually to the recruit who exemplifies Mr. and Mrs. George Herron's son's dedication to pursuing and achieving professional competence. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to George Herron.
Thank you all for being here. I hope you can hear me, and if you can't, I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. In any case, the fact that you are here makes me and our family extremely proud. This is something that we've been attending and participating in for 25 years. 25 years ago tonight, my family sat right down there and watched our son Galen get the award as valedictorian. He only won it by 0.2 of 1 point, similar to the contest that was just explained a minute ago. 20 years ago is when we lost him. Unfortunately, he was the victim of an auto accident, and he spent the rest of his days up at Whitehaven Cemetery. We were extremely proud of everything he did and how he did it, and we couldn't ask for anything more. But tonight, I can't help but emphasize the importance that every one of you out there has, as a member of this fraternity of people, men and women, who are really looked upon as an investment in America. If you can look at your contribution to that, you can be equally proud of your people as I am, of Galen and the rest of our family. We have 2 other sons, Kevin, who is here tonight, and Lauren, who's in Massachusetts, both of whom we are very, very proud and could never expect them to do more than they have for our family and for the community. But if you consider them as contributions to America and look upon your loved ones, one of the 28 here tonight, that's an equal amount of pride to be shown. This program that you've participated in has been in effect for many, many years. It's looked upon as one of the finest in the state of New York. And in the minds of many, it is the finest. You have the finest sheriffs, you have the finest staff, you have the finest program, and you have the finest facilities. You might wish to trust that in the hands of these young people who are going out in the world tomorrow to protect us and serve their community. The predecessors to this program, Phil Popro and others, have really made it work the way it has been. And it's something that we can look upon no matter how old we might be or what the profession that we might follow. But in any case, it's the best that you could ask for. And I can't help but thank each one of you for being here tonight. Because as I mentioned earlier, your contribution to America sits up here on the stage. And they're ready to serve you. If you ever have a question from your loved one to have a party for all 28 at your house, let me suggest that you accept the invitation and hold the party soon. Because if you don't, you may never get the chance to be asked again. Life in law enforcement is somewhat difficult. It's like a scouring pad. It's either going to scrub you down or polish you up, depending upon what you're made of. These people on the stage are the best possible people we could find to help preserve America. And with that, I thank you again for being here, and I'd like to be able to present that award to the outstanding candidate tonight. If he would come forward, Nick Cafaro from Wayne County. Nick, congratulations. Thank you, sir. Good luck for you. Thank you. Make sure you follow this, what it says up here. Yes, sir. Thank you. Step right up here and take a photo with him. Oh, good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicholas Cafaro with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Heron, and your family. It's a great privilege to receive this award in honor of your son. Secondly, I'd like to speak on behalf of the entire class of 2025 and say thank you to the director and all the instructors we've had this year. There's too many of you to name, but your dedication and passion for helping us prepare for our futures as law enforcement officers has not gone unnoticed. Lastly, class of 2025, thank you. You all made the last 6 months and the thousands of burpees we've done together a pleasure. I can't express this enough, but I truly am proud to have gone through this with each and every one of you. Congrats, guys, we did it. Thank you.
All right, this time, let's give all of our award winners a round of applause. I just want to say I appreciate Mr. Heron coming out. When I called him to ask if he would be available, he jumped at the opportunity, as he does every year. And it's great to hear the enthusiasm in his voice about getting to come and give this award every year on behalf of his son. So we appreciate you coming tonight, and as well as family. Now we're going to begin the presentation of the certificates. Like I said before, please feel free to take photos. Just allow space for those returning the seat as well as our photographer. They're going to be presented by their own agency head or representatives. And Chief Deputy Reed, will you join me on stage? And we'll begin.
Chief Sean Highbush, Batavia Police Department. Officer Austin Dyka, Batavia Police Department. Officer Dylan Midas, Batavia Police Department. Thank you. Chief Matthew Nielsen, Canandaigua Police Department. Officer Eric Perryman, Canandaigua Police Department. Chief Matthew McGrath, FLCC Campus Police. Officer Shayna Sexton, FLCC Campus Police. Officer Chris Stobie, FLCC Campus Police. Chief Ronald Evelyn, Geneva Police Department. Officer Francesca Clements, Geneva Police Department. Officer Brandon Vanacore, Geneva Police Department. Under Sheriff Matthew Bean, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Matthew Bean, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Emma Bongren, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Alyssa Cornelius, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Kenneth Jurasik, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Walker Major, Livingston County Sheriff's Office. Chief Richard Martin, Newark Police Department. Officer Dylan Uffoltz, Newark Police Department. Sheriff David Serencione, Ontario County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Austin Avanzano, Ontario County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Zachary Lefebvre, Ontario County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Michael Richlicki, Ontario County Sheriff's Office. Chief Thomas Nuttall, Penn Yan Police Department. Officer Brandon Grace, Penn Yan Police Department. Sheriff Timothy Thompson, Seneca County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Bradley Adicott, Seneca County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Haley Forty, Seneca County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Robert Milby, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Patrick Bruton, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Nicholas Cafaro, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Joshua Ike, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Joel Gleason, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Deputy John Molisani, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Got one more. Deputy Leah Vaughn, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Captain Mark Reed, Webster Police Department. Officer Rachel Merica, Webster Police Department. Officer Kevin O'Hagan, Webster Police Department. Sheriff Frank Ryan, Yates County Sheriff's Office. Deputy James Green, Yates County Sheriff's Office.
Except for our graduating class, can we all rise and recognize our newest graduates of the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy, class 2025. Congratulations, everybody. Everybody have a seat. Just want to take a few minutes or a few moments here to thank some other people. We would not be at this facility tonight doing this graduation without a lot of people that are behind the scenes, people that work for FLCC, as well as Finger Lakes TV. They've been here for our rehearsal. They were here earlier today helping us get set up. They don't ask for anything other than just what do you need? I've never, this is the second year in a row of doing this with them, third year in a row of doing this with them. I'm not going to name everybody because I'm afraid of missing somebody, but I just want to thank them. So if you do see anybody that was in the booth or at the cameras on the way out, please just say thank you because they're the ones that are making sure that we can put on this ceremony for your family and friends. So I really appreciate that. I also want to thank President Robert Nye, who's president of FLCC, for allowing the partnership between FLIA and FLCC. Everybody here is receiving college credits for going through the academy. They don't have to pay for it. It's part of a partnership we have with them, and without the college being there for that, we appreciate it. I also want to thank our photographer, Krista, who's every year always here for us. Make sure she puts in time, even short notice. When I forget to get a hold of her, she always makes sure to get here. I want to thank Chief Matt McGrath. She's the chief of FLCC Campus Police. Whenever I need anything and I have no idea who to talk to, I go to him and he makes it happen, says I got it. Even if I said send me in the direction, he'll always make sure it's taken care of. So I appreciate him as well as everybody else that's in his office. They all take care of us. So we appreciate all of them. Real quick before we finalize this, I just want to say thank you to everybody on stage. You've made my second year as director a very enjoyable time. I'm, like I said, second year. Those with badge printing, I retired from Geneva in 2022 as a sergeant. When I was in the academy, I can remember sitting in the back at a different building, and at that time it was Under Sheriff Hammond was the training director, and I said someday I want that job, and I really honestly never thought it would happen. So to have this happen, this was like the dream for me, even over a police officer and everything else. So I want to thank the board and all the members, as well as my instructors that continually give me support and help to do this. Without them and their support and giving me the opportunity to do this, I don't know what I'd be doing right now, but I would not be having as much fun as I am. This has been like a dream come true for me, so I just want to thank everybody on the board for allowing me to have this job. I don't know, maybe I'm like a head coach, I'm getting fired tomorrow, I don't know, but at least I can go out on top. But this is the second year in a row we've had everybody pass firearms first try. Everybody is doing great at DT. Everybody did great at PT. Like we had a great class that worked hard. They kept each other in check. Our instructors kept each other in check. Great conversations with our sheriffs and chiefs and agency heads. And all of you should be proud of everybody sitting on stage. Because I have a tendency to run on, that's why I usually do scripted, and then I do this with tangents. That's why I think they get annoyed with myself in class sometimes when they want to go home. So I'm going to move on. At this time, I'm going to ask Chief Matt Nielsen to come up for the closing remarks. When he's finished, just hold on, there's a few more things, but we're getting there.
Good evening, everyone. Just so you know, it's really hard to see up here because the light's right in my face. But I'm Chief Matthew Nielsen. I'm from the Canandaigua Police Department. I'm also the chairman of the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy. Before I get into my prepared speech, I'd just like to comment. It's a interesting journey being I went through the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy 25 years ago. Up here on the stage, I'm witnessing previous colleagues, coworkers of mine, their children are up here, as well as people I went to college with. Their children are up here. I actually, as far as the Galen Heron Memorial Award, I was in one of the competitors with Galen Heron for the top student in that class. So it's interesting, or it's enjoyable that Mr. Galen's still here, coming back every single year. It's great. So welcome to all our friends and family, our police chiefs, sheriffs, police instructors, police dignitaries, and other distinguished guests. Most importantly, welcome to the members of the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy graduating class of 2025. As the chairman of the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy, it's one of my greatest honors to speak at this commencement today to celebrate your accomplishments. It has been 225 days since you first entered the halls of the Finger Lakes Community College to begin your journey into the world's most noble profession of becoming police officers. During this time, you have completed 1,011.5 hours of Police Academy classroom instruction and practical exercises in controlled environments in order to progress to the real-world field training that you are currently completing at your respective agencies. Even though your field training will likely continue and extend far beyond the 160 hours you've completed to get to this day, you have displayed competence and won our confidence in the skills that you have learned in your quest to become police officers. The courage you have all displayed to endure this type of training in order to voluntarily trade a life of self-preservation for one of service to your communities is commendable. On behalf of all the police leaders representing the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy, we all know that many of the challenges that you will each certainly face during your career. You may be called upon to witness the most inhumane and horrific events that society has to offer. You may be called upon to initiate CPR on a family's loved one that is beyond help. You may be called upon to stop a cycle of domestic violence for victims who are not strong enough to seek help for themselves. You may be called upon to notify a distraught family member that their loved one will not be coming home again. Whatever the scenario, you will encounter many people who will be experiencing the worst moments life has to offer. I'll suggest abide by the golden rule to always treat those you are called to assist as you would want for your own family to be treated in similar circumstances. Be the kind of police officer who is available to others. Whether it be the public or other officers, do not judge but listen. Have a caring heart, be a guardian of public safety for others in their time of need. Be there for your fellow officers. You'll spend more time with them than you will at your own family at times, so they will also become your family. They will experience traumatic events and bear heavy burdens as well. In the face of tragedy, everyone remembers who was there for them, who cared, and who showed up. No matter what, maintain your professionalism and show dignity and respect. It takes courage to accept this responsibility in the face of adversity, and for this, you have all won our admiration. We thank you for that. We also want you to remember that every day that you put on your uniform and head out to make the portion of the world under your control a better place for others, do not forget about the things that are. Do not forget about the things in the world that bring you joy, and that your loved ones are also part of this world. Never take for granted your family, as they will feel the excitement and the burdens of this profession on them as well. They will be there during the best of times, and they'll be there during the worst of times. They will notice the stress you are under. They will know that when you're having an exciting day. They will know when you're having a bad day without you saying so. They will know when you're finding a breaking point. They will not know how to keep you engaged in normal life in time, so you have to help them. No matter what, do not withdraw from your families and the things that bring you both joy. Find balance and keep going to those birthday and Christmas parties. Keep being your kid's little league or soccer coach. Keep making time for those date nights. This is the best way you can keep perspective and find positive light in a profession that can sometimes bring people great darkness. In closing, the law enforcement agencies of the Finger Lakes area are very pleased to have you all as newly minted police officers. This is your day to shine. Do not tarnish what you have accomplished and lose sight of who you are while you are in uniform. What you have chosen to do is a calling and takes a great deal of courage. The courage to stand up for what's right no matter what. The courage to take on the difficult tasks in this noble career with professionalism no matter what. God bless each of you for all the courage you will find within yourselves throughout the years of this challenging but rewarding career. On behalf of the member agencies of the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy, I'm glad to congratulate you all on being newly minted police officers. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. This time I'll ask that retired Lieutenant Robert Green, Ontario County, please come up to give our benediction.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to speak before you tonight, and a special thank you to Director Kaiser and the Finger Lakes Law Enforcement Academy Committee for the honor of presenting the benediction this special evening. And a well-earned congratulations to the FLIA class of 2025. You made it happen. You are now part of a new family, a family that has strong bonds, a sense of loyalty to the community, and a strong desire to serve and protect. You will be confronted with many challenges and obstacles. Navigating through tough times can be daunting. You will have memories, some good, some bad. You will confront those challenges relying on your training, your intuition, and most of all,
your heart. While meeting every day, remember to be brave, be kind, but be aware. When life in this new family seems overwhelming, never be ashamed to reach out for help. That help can be as simple as a coffee and meeting with a friend for a chat. When that may not be enough, seek further assistance. There is no shame in asking. There's no shame in crying. I can say with all humility, I have been there. Remember this and take it to its fullest measure. The days of let's have a beer, suck it up, kid, you got this, are over. Your spirit, your heart, your experience will mold you into a new person. What maintains you above all else in life is your ability to rise again. Fall 7 times, rise 8. Twice in my career, life came close to ending for me. I was thankful to see a new day. I went through some dark moments, but fought back. My wife, my anchor, helped me remain true. And unfortunately, due to other circumstances, she wanted to be here tonight, but was unable to be here. During one of those darkest moments, she had made a decoupage of a policeman's prayer for me. Let me share a portion of that with you this evening. And this came after an incident that I was involved in years ago. Did not go well for me. And this was after an individual had shot his father and then turned his anger on me. Keep me young enough to laugh with little children and sympathetic enough to be considerate of old age. When comes that day of darkening shades and the smell of flowers, the tread of soft footsteps and the crunching wheels in the yard, make the ceremony short and the epitaph simple. Here lies a policeman. In closing, let us recognize the various cultures and beliefs that are here this evening. Do it with honor and do it with dignity. In view of that mindset, may I present to you what I feel is a blessing that reaches out to all of us. This particular blessing is believed to be part of a rich oral Irish heritage. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be to your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Be well, be safe, and be true unto yourself. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I ask everyone please stay seated as our class moves to the seating down below. Chief Reed.
Keep fighting.